And sure, Albert Einstein was a man who changed the world. Everyone calls him a genius. But do you know his story? When Albert was a little boy, he was very, very curious. He was born in Germany in 1879. As a child, he didn't like to play simple games. Instead, he liked to ask big questions about the world around him. He looked at the sun and asked, "Why does light move so fast? Does it travel from the sun to us?" He wondered about things like time and space. These were not questions most children asked. When he was very young, Albert did not speak much. He started speaking later than other kids. Because of this, some of his teachers thought he was slow. They thought he would not be good at learning. But they were wrong. Albert had a special mind. He loved math and numbers. And he had a powerful imagination. He could see pictures and ideas in his head. Albert went to school and studied very hard. He loved reading books, especially books about physics and nature. He wanted to understand how everything in the universe worked. Start asking questions that no one had ever asked before. He had a very special thought experiment. He imagined what it would be like to ride on a beam of light, like a surfer on a wave. This one simple idea, riding on a light beam, led him to amazing new discoveries about our world. After school, Albert got a job in a small office in Switzerland. It was not a famous job. He worked as a clerk, but in his free time, he did his real work. He measured things, he did many calculations, and he thought deeply about his big questions. He used his imagination to see the universe in a new way. Then, in the year 1905, something incredible happened. This year is now called his miracle year. A bird, working alone in his small office, published 4 important papers. These papers would change science forever. One paper explained how light and energy are connected. This led to his most famous equation, E equals mc squared. It is a very simple but very powerful idea. It shows that energy and mass are 2 sides of the same thing. They can be changed into one another. This idea is the foundation for many things in our modern world. Another paper he wrote explained how light from distant stars bends when it passes near a huge object, like our sun. It was a strange idea at the time, but other scientists tested it, and they found out he was right. The light really did bend. Thought. After these papers, people started to notice Albert Einstein. They started to call him a genius. His ideas were strange and different, but they were correct. They explained things that no one could explain before. Einstein didn't stop there. He continued to ask big questions about the universe. He asked, what is gravity? What is time? He discovered that space and time are not separate things. They are connected, like a fabric. He called this his theory of relativity. This theory showed that massive objects, like planets and stars, can bend this fabric of space-time. And that is what we feel as gravity. Scientists all over the world started using his ideas to study stars, planets, and the entire universe. His work opened up a whole new way of looking at everything. Einstein became very famous. He traveled around the world to talk about his discoveries. People loved his personality. He had big, wild white hair and a very kind smile. He looked like everyone's favorite grandfather. But not everyone understood his ideas right away. They were very new and complicated. Some people thought they were just too strange to be true, but others saw that he was changing science forever. He was building a new foundation for how we understand the universe. Einstein was not just a great scientist. He was also a good person. He saw the danger of war and violence in the world. He believed strongly in peace and in human rights. He thought all people should be treated with respect. In 1933, he moved to the United States to escape the problems in Europe. He started working at Princeton University. There, he taught students and continued his own research. He inspired a new generation of students to think differently, to be curious, and to ask big questions just like he did. Albert Einstein had many interests outside of science. He loved music and was a talented musician. He played the violin beautifully. He said that music helped him think. He believed that imagination was just as important as math and logic. In fact, he once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." For him, dreaming and imagining were the keys to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. People often called him the man of curiosity. He never lost his childlike wonder. Even when he was an old man, he was still trying to understand everything. For his amazing work, Einstein won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. He continued to explore the deepest mysteries of the universe for the rest of his life. Albert Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76. But his ideas live on. Even today, scientists are still using his theories to make new discoveries. His life story is a wonderful example of the power of thinking, dreaming, and never stop asking questions. He showed us that a curious boy who some thought was slow could grow up to change our understanding of time and space forever. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories. See you next time.